Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
Get information straight from the horse's mouth.
Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
It's Just Ask Gigi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. Now here's Gigi and Tom.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Just Ask Gigi. My name is Tom Alexander, and of course, as always,
Hi.
I'm joined by Gigi Stetler. Hey, Gigi, how you doing?
Grand again.
All right. It's always good to be grand.
Yes.
A lyric from
better
a song.
than the alternative.
Cool to be kind, good to be grand.
Yeah, better than the alternative.
Yes. There you go. Well, listen, let's get right into it. I mean, I know that you had a little bit of a busy day. You were out in the field. Somehow you were able to walk between the raindrops, I guess.
Well, we had the unit in the bay, but it's just now, if I look out the window, it's about to start again.
Yeah.
But we have so much water, so much rain. It's like coming up through the walls right now inside the office. Yeah, I had my rain boots on yesterday.
Yeah, you told me yesterday that there was actually some flooding there at headquarters.
Yeah, it's just crazy weather we're having. Like I think we're on day 8. Mm-hmm. On day 8 of rain, straight 8 days. It's
been unbelievable here. It's the days start with promise because like I woke up this morning, right? The sun was shining and it was beautiful, and I'm like, oh, hey, maybe we'll luck out. No such luck. It's
2 o'clock. It's like just expect it at 2 o'clock. Your day's over at 2 o'clock.
It rolls, and you can set your watch by that coming in. And as we record this, we've got a major rocket launch supposed to happen several miles upstate there in Cape Canaveral.
I hope it happens because I know they were like on the fence with the weather.
I know.
They were going to try to do it earlier, so to beat the weather.
So too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep our eyes peeled. But so take us out into the field. What happened today? Well,
an RV advisor member had called on Monday. He had called the 800 number and didn't know what to do. He had just bought a brand new camper, and on Thursday, and they went off, camping with the whole family. And he's handicapped, the father, husband, and anyway, they went off and they ended up camping somewhere close to our dealership. Mm-hmm. And they bought the camper in Orlando, and he left the awning out in this horrible weather, and the storm came and collapsed the awning. But the thing is that when those electric awnings snap, you normally can't travel unless you can take the awning off, because sometimes you can't even get in or out of the camper. So he called he luckily had our roadside assistance, so we called for him and dispatched a tow truck, and they went out there immediately and closed his awning and towed him to the dealership on Tuesday morning because we were closed Monday. Yeah. So towed him in here yesterday. So when we got in at 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever, Christina and I, there it was, tow truck and all, and the camper. So anyway, I thought, that was one issue that he had with the awning, but then I started, diving into the camper, as I do, to see what he bought. And anyway, so I'll leave that up to the investigators, what we found in the field when we started looking close at the new camper. So we did that in the field, just kind of some tips of what to look for. And, thank God he was an RV advisor member and bought roadside, prior, because that probably, to get somebody to come out on Memorial Day, if you can even find somebody, that probably would have been an $800 bill for him, and he paid nothing, zero. So but he wouldn't have even known who to call if he didn't, if he wasn't a member of RV Advisor. So we have a great dispatch that answers our phone 24/7 and sends us emails. So we take, emergency calls. There's always somebody on deck to take an emergency call. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, you may not get that, but if you have roadside, you'll get that phone number if you can't find it, that kind of thing. But anyway, so we decided to do some investigating in the field, and we did.
All right. And I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll see exactly what it is that happened out in the field. This is Just Ask Gigi. Back in a moment.
See you in a bit.
RV owners, it's no secret that those manufacturers' warranties just don't cut it. Get the peace of mind you deserve and step up to the RV Advisor Extended Warranty Plan. Visit thervadvisor.com or call 833-229-0911. That's 833-229-0911.
And we are back on Just Ask Gigi. And Gigi, let's go out in the field. So, you went out there earlier today, and did a little bit of investigating. What are we going to see?
Well, I always have that buyer beware. So the reason that I wanted to do that on film today was, because most brand new buyers, they're so excited to pick up an RV, and you just think it's new. What kind of problems could it possibly have? It's new, and I'm not saying that it has, problems, but there will be problems very soon because, there was no caulking on it, as something that I always talk about. So I thought that it was a prime example of, of a new RV, we bought it on Thursday. Yep. And how the caulking looks when it comes out of the factory and what it's supposed to look like. So I thought it was a really perfect example. And if nothing else, what you should take out of this is that knowing what to look for when you're looking at an RV, of what type of caulking, if it's been sealed or if it hasn't been sealed, if it's factory, putty tape, and get that dealer, get that negotiated in your price, to have them do a complete seal on it. So that's really the primary reason of me showing what to look for, because this unsuspected buyer would never have had a clue, because you think it's new.
Yeah. Well, let's go out into the field with Gigi and our cameraman AB and see what's up.
Christina's going with me too, so.
Oh, and Christina. Wonderful.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I just thought I would bring to your attention. Okay, so we do have our masks, and we always wear masks. But last week's episode that I filmed in our masks, Facebook flagged us, and they wouldn't let us promote our show last week. So I don't know how many got to see it, but they flagged us because they called it controversial and political because we were wearing a mask. So I know we have to release the part. So we're kind of, because we've been kind of quarantined together, we're safe, but, we do practice social distancing and masks, but we just took it off for this episode so we don't get flagged. But anyway, so here we are. So we had a call, Christina had a call on Monday, Memorial Day. A caller called in RV Advisor, and he was stuck in the campground, right?
Stuck at a campground. Him and his wife, the awning, because of all the wind, the awning got stuck out. He called on Memorial Day, called RV Advisor, wanting to know what to do. So he called us in, and he had roadside assistance. So we got roadside assistance right out there to close the awning, and he's local. So he was at actually not that local. He was at a beach about an hour away from one of Gigi's local dealerships in South Florida. So roadside assistance, they had to bring it to Gigi here.
He towed it in here Tuesday morning. We got in, and there was a tow truck, and there was the customer, and the handicap, and the awning kind of dangling around, and so.
And an exhaust vent blew off. There's duct tape on the other side, and here we are.
Yeah. So the reason I thought it would be an interesting subject is because the guy just bought it on Thursday. He bought it just before Memorial Weekend. So excited to take his family out and his kids and everything. And they had a great time. And then Monday, because the dealer never instructed him to put the awning away in bad weather.
First, wrong.
First, number one problem. Please put the awning away when you see any bad weather coming. But he didn't know. He's a newbie. And he didn't know. And the next thing when he, I guess, woke up Monday morning, the awning was all like bent up and twisted, and he wasn't able to leave. So luckily he had roadside assistance. It cost him nothing. And they came out, closed it, strapped it, towed it here. And anyway, so now here we are. So I'm looking at the vehicle that he just bought on Thursday. And I know, and I'm going to be repetitive about what to look for when you buy a camper, RV, motorhome, whatever. It's a 2019 leftover. So you have to think, and you know, he probably got a really good buy on it, which is great. But you got to think, if it's a leftover 2019, when was manufactured? Most likely sometime in mid-2018. So it's been sitting around for a year and a half, 2 years maybe. So we started looking closely at it, and you know, Chrissy, we always tell people, you know, that they don't come with caulking, and if you don't put any caulking on it, or silicone, or you know, seal it 90 days after purchase, you're going to void your warranty. So we brought it up to the customer and said, you know,
As soon as he dropped off, when it was still actually hooked up to the tow truck, I said, wait a minute, you just bought this, and you can actually go starting from the back to the front of the camera.
and these are things we're going to point out that you should look for. Now, when I told him that, oh, it's fixable, let's seal it before it you know, starts to leak, it's $1,200, and you know, the poor customer is, you know, trembling. He's like, oh my God. And I said, well, didn't the dealer tell you that, you know, they do require maintenance? And I'm not here to make you $1,200. I'm just here to educate you, you know, so that you don't ruin the camper because it doesn't have any sealant. So let's take a tour. And if you follow us, we'll take a tour and we'll go around and we'll see all the flaws that you need to look for before you purchase. So, as I was pointing out to the gentleman, and so if you look at this right here, as I had explained before in many of our projects and shows, the factory basically builds them with putty tape. So when this putty tape disappears, okay, which you can see, it's eventually going to crack and disappear as you see these gaps, okay? Well, water's going to pour right in there, and your wall's going to separate from this corner molding.
It's pouring right in there now because there's no
there's all these gaps.
There's no sealant or caulking.
But what the factory does is they build it with putty tape. So this putty tape is what sticks the sidewalls, the corner molding, and the back wall together. Okay, and the same thing with the front. So, like I said, when this cracks, there's nothing. So what should happen, and what you should make your dealer do for you, and negotiate that in your price, whether you have to pay for it or whatever, but make sure it happens. They scrape all this off, and they apply new sealant all the way around. This. And then if you look over here, if you bring your trusty little camera up to the side here, if you look here, now imagine the rain coming sideways, which is what's happening. Like the sealant is on the top, and then this is all cracked all the way down. Okay, so that part is going to be leaking. And then I don't know if you can see this, but you see that bubble? I'll point to it.
I can because I see it here. You
Okay,
see that?
That bubble is delamination. So that means water has already gotten in there somehow, and it probably leaked on the top of this window. Even though it's frameless windows, but they do have silicone across the top. They should have silicone across the top.
Should have seal, what she's saying right here, which
Yeah.
is nothing.
There's nothing there. So, but you know, the customer, you know, doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that to ask for that.
And that's what they even said when he pointed it out. He said,
oh, we never do that.
how was I supposed to know? They didn't. So his wife and his daughter, they were there, and we had to explain. And you know, to be an RV Advisor member, that's why we're here. We want to, you know, protect you and your camper and your investment. He just bought it.
Well,
So
on Thursday, and now I've got to tell him, oh, he's got to spend $1,200, or he's going to void his warranty. Or shame on the dealer. We should have told him that, and should have just done it automatically and built it into the price. That's what we do at our personal dealership. I don't charge the customer that. We seal them as soon as they come in from the factory, and if I don't sell it for a couple of months, we seal it again.
yeah,
And
And sure, it says it in the owner's manual. This is a Jayco J Flight, so it says it, but how many customers, and I read the owner's manual when they first buy a new rig, trailer, who reads the owner's manual? So it's, that's why it's up, it's up to the dealers to inform the clients, inform your customers on what's going on.
But they're not. So that's why our
RV
advisor, we're telling you, please, 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 use that as a weapon when you're going to buy an RV. Look at that RV and look at the maintenance. And if you're looking to buy a used one, you want to see that there has been caulking on it. That means it's been well maintained and the previous owners took care of it. You don't want to see, still factory caulking, because that means it's never been maintained. So those are things that you've got to look for. But if you're buying new, remember, they don't come with any sealant. So make sure you get that dealer to seal it for you, and not just spot seal it.
It comes just like this. You want to?
Yeah. And if you follow us, like here you'll see all cracked. That's going to disappear.
That is not sealed.
This is putty tape. Okay. All of these things are putty tape, which is going to disappear very soon.
And let's show them here the factory seal. So right behind you is not the seal. So
Right, this
that's
is not the correct sealant. So this should be scraped off and clear silicone should be applied. So when these are things to look for and to make sure that it's done, negotiate that, get that in your price. And I'm not saying the dealer has to pay for it or you have to pay for it. I don't know. Work out a deal, but just have it done. Don't wait for the camper to leak and then call back and say, "Oh, my camper's leaking and it's brand new. I just bought it."
Yep,
Well,
because
hello.
a camper, number one enemy, the worst thing for a camper is water. So
Yep. Just like your house. So anyway, buyer beware. We'll see you on the next time.
We are back, and I'll tell you, it's good to see firsthand exactly the goings on, because you can try to explain it to people,
Exactly.
but if you see it, it just makes all the difference in the world. So
Exactly. And that's why, because people are thinking new, oh, it's new, there's no problem. So,
yeah,
so being 4 days old, I thought it would just be a perfect, example to use, as what, it technically really just because it's 4 days old to you doesn't mean it's 4 days old of manufactured, date. So that's something
Right.
you really have to take
True.
into consideration. So,
yeah.
that's why we got into detail of everything and the way that trailer was built.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we jump into some questions here on Just Ask Gigi?
Awesome. Bring
All
it
right.
on.
And then I know we also want to chat for a moment about the RVACA.
Yes.
So, okay, so here we go. And we have a question from someone named Tom. There you go. Another Tom. If I sign up for roadside assistance, does it cover my travels anywhere in the US and Canada?
Yes, it does. It covers. It's like a motor club program, so it covers you in whatever you drive, and then you can add dependents, on top of the plan. So whatever you're driving, whether you rent a motorhome or you're in your truck towing your camper,
Right.
it covers you.
Right.
So, and all in the U.S. and Canada.
Excellent. Excellent. Debbie would like to know, what is your cancellation policy for your insurance policies, and who is the policy actually with? There you go.
Well, it depends. It's a tricky question because I don't know what insurance she's referring to, whether it's extended service plan or regular RV physical damage insurance. So if it's the RV physical damage insurance, we actually have 5 or 6 different companies that we are associated with. We will shop the best rate and give you the best rate. And that's from Nationwide to Progressive to State Farm so we have many options in insurance. And in our roadside assistance is backed by Assurant Group, which is the #1 insurance underwriting company in the world. And our extended warranties we have different companies that have different underwriting and they're backed by different companies. So if you send me a message on what exactly specifically, I can answer that a little better.
Great. And let's see, Ben wants to know, is there a fifth wheel, any fifth wheel you would recommend I could tow without having to buy a what is it?
A dually?
A dually, yeah, a dually, yeah. Never saw that word in print before, so I guess I have to. Yeah,
Dually.
dually, a dually.
Yeah. You know,
Your favorite Irish bar, dualies.
you don't always have to have a dually for even the heaviest fifth wheel. It all has to do with the rear end of the tow vehicle. So like if you were looking at a 250 or a 350,
Yeah.
you know, the gear ratio is really where your towing capacity is. The dually is going to help you get out of the mud, you know, kind of give you better traction, but it's not really going to make a difference on the weight as long as you've got the proper rear end. And if you're towing something big and heavy, you want to make sure you have a minimum of a 410 rear end. You know, so you don't necessarily have to have, I mean, I've seen 250 short bed non-dualies, you know, can tow up to 12,000 pounds with the right rear end in it. So, so the answer to your question is you know, there are many brands of fifth wheels, but you've got to make sure you've got the right rear end and the right engine in that truck, and not so much worry about it being a dually. And a 4x4, people think tows more, and it actually tows less because the weight of the 4x4, actually the conversion makes the truck heavier and takes weight away from towing. Usually 1,000 to 1,500 pounds less will tow.
Wow. All right, some very valuable information there, and thank you, Gigi. And if you want to just ask Gigi, it's very simple. All you have to do is, you just email us info@thervadvisor.com, info@thervadvisor.com, or if you want, you can, you know, write a question right on our post here at Facebook Live, or Facebook actually, and just you know, click on, and you know, even on this show, may leave a comment, and if it's like, yeah, I got a question, leave it right there as well. You can do that. So
I wanted to bring something up before I forget.
Yes.
So the mask situation. So, you know, our show got flagged from Facebook last week, and I was kind of shocked. So I actually looked for the review, and they flagged it as a controversial political subject because we were wearing masks.
Really?
I'm shocked. Yes. I had a mask on, and I guess the frame, the way you had it freeze frame. So when I went to promote the show, the picture was me wearing a mask. And instead of like our normal opening. So they flagged it without looking at the whole show. They flagged it for controversial political content. So
okay, no comment. I think it's probably best I just thank Mom on that.
So, well, Christina and I, since we've, you know, we are, you know, we've been very, very careful. And so when we just did the show and we had our masks in our hand and took them off, so our show didn't get flagged this week. So I just thought I'd bring it to everyone's attention that we are not being careless. It was just her and I, and we, you know, we were very, you know, we had our mask, but we were trying to
following the rules.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. So I don't want anyone to see us out in the field with no mask and wonder what was going on, and then tune us out, because we don't want to be involved in politics and why wear a mask or why not wear a mask. We're respecting the rules, and you know, and that's what we're doing.
That's it. That's all we're doing. It's certainly not a political statement by any stretch.
No.
You know, if you have a mask on, you know, and it says, you know, elect, you know, Joe Schmo, you know, then it's like, okay, whatever, you know, then maybe you got a little something controversial going on there. I don't know.
So bizarre. I wore a regular, you know, whatever mask, like no, nothing on it. Oh my, it was,
But, you know, we should really think about maybe having RV Advisor masks, you know.
I'm getting them done. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I am. I'm going to get custom masks, because I think masks are going to be the way of the future for a while. So I might need some nice, pretty pink one. I might need some to match my outfits. Maybe I'll get some extra fabric, you know, and match my blouse or something. So.
Oh yeah. I like that. I like that.
I'm going to have to get into.
I don't have it on I don't have it on today, but oftentimes I have an RV Advisor shirt, you know, and so we'll get maybe, you know, with the little RV on it, you know, maybe we get that for the mask, you know, and you just, you know, thinking out loud here. Just we're brainstorming.
Yep.
So we're done with our questions, but we do want to talk about the RVACA today.
Yes.
And I know that well, first off, I have to congratulate you because you were actually featured quoted in an article today in, was it the Colorado Sun?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was really a great article. And
yeah, it was terrific. Yeah,
you know, it was
great.
just it was well done, well written, and you know, just some of the controversies of of trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Which is
it just can't please everybody. If you do something that you think is the most
I know, it's crazy,
clean, innocuous, this can't offend anybody, and lo and behold, somebody gets upset. It's just, it's either that or live in a vacuum, right? I know you certainly don't want to do that, and I certainly don't want to do that. We don't want to live life on the sidelines. Get in the game, folks.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
we're in the game. We're in the game. Well, come hell or high water, we're in the game.
That's right. That's right. So RVACA, I know, again, well, obviously we before you tell us what you wanted to share, you can help when you go to the RVACA in many, many forms. But of course, right now we're, pretty focused on COVID-19. And if you have a unit that you can share, an RV that you can help us share with folks who are on the front lines fighting this virus, and they need to isolate, we've been using them as isolation units. If you can help out there, awesome. If you don't have an RV or one that you're able to share, of course, your donation, any amount, is terrific. It all helps, and that would be absolutely great. You can go. All you have to do is go to rvaca.org. rvaca.org. Okay, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about what our real mission statement is on RVACA. The coronavirus is, was something that was needed at the time, but the real mission statement of RVACA is to protect consumer rights. And we have a lemon law relief fund, and we have all sorts of things. So I met an interesting, or I should say, a customer member, RV owner, reached out to me, and had bought a camper from Camping World, and basically went through Camping World nightmare. And she shared her story with me, and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I just, I can't, I have hundreds of those kind of stories, but this one was just beyond the words. So she was an RV advisor member.
I'm going to have to stop a second, only because I'm going to start choking in a second. Let me just get something to drink. I'll be right back. We'll start again. Sorry, AB. We got to do a quick edit. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. That's better. Usually I have a glass of water with me. I didn't today.
No worries.
All right, okay, so put my glasses back on. All right, okay, B, we can pick it up here. So just pick it up with the beginning of the story, I guess.
So anyway, so the story was just, oh my God. And that's pretty much how I responded to her. And she thought it was, she laughed, she sent a comment like, because it was an oh my God story. So unfortunately she was an RV advisor member, but kind of late in the game. Mm-hmm. And she was not a member of RVACA, did not have her vehicle registered. But I did tell her to quickly sign up. And unfortunately, I get a lot of these cases and these stories after the fact. And when they're, they've gone through so much. They had reached a settlement. She had hired a lawyer, mm-hmm. and they had gone to mediation and reached some type of settlement. And it was just, had she had our guidance, I would have never let her settle. Number one, we would have handled the mediation for her, because that's what RVACA does.
Yeah.
And I would have never let her, or agreed to let her settle for what she did. So she settled for $25,280. She settled for, and her bill from her lawyer was $25,000. So she's got $280 and a broken camper that she has to pay to fix.
Oy.
And she paid $130,000 for this RV that she hasn't used.
Yeah.
So, and she's been fighting with it for 2 years. So since 2018, it's just unbelievable. So she joined our cause, our RVACA. It's $50 a year membership dues, and your vehicle is registered with the RVACA, and it goes into our national database where we can check on recalls. And if there is, so what I will do for the future, but she settled and she signed a release, so I can't do anything for her, but I can find out if there are any other vehicles that have the same similar problem that her vehicle is having, to where we can, maybe there's a class action, available or something. So this is the reason why the RVACA and registering your vehicle is so important. So I've arranged for a driver to pick her RV up and bring it here to me in Fort Lauderdale, so I can see what's going on, and let me see if I can get, some of these repairs, because luckily she did buy an extended warranty from them, so I will bill the crap out of them on every warranty item that I can find. Let's see if I can get it somewhat, put back together so she can sell it. But it has popped her bubble, took her entire retirement money. Her whole RV dream life is shattered, and 2 years of owning this thing, she's been in litigation, and it's been sitting at the dealership, so it's just heartbreaking, the story. But there's a lot of those stories out there. So that's why, the RVACA is kind of the legal side of the RV Advisor. And we need an army of people to fight this, so this stuff doesn't happen, because this should never, never, never have happened. And that's, had she had me on her side from the beginning, we would have stepped in as the third party to help mediate the situation before she, hired counsel, because we would have known what to look for and stuff like that. So, let's all kind of be vigilant and sign up for RVACA. That $50 a year, that's what it goes for. It goes for your, for a defense team for you. Yeah. So we need support.
Yeah, for just that nominal fee. And I always liken it to preventative medicine, right? It's like, take care of yourself, and you can avoid a lot of problems in the future. And that's what this is. It's really, it's a tremendous insurance policy. Let's put it that way. You don't want to be caught short when a crisis happens and you find that you don't have, you don't have the benefit of the RVA.
We, as dealers, like we have, the RVDA, the Recreational Vehicle Dealer Association, which I'm a member of, and we have the RVIA, which is the Industry Association. Yeah. And, we pay, our dealer fees are, I think, $250 a year. And with our member dues, we get protection. We get legal support, and we get protection, within the industry. If there's any, changes within the industry and stuff like that, it gives us territory protection, stuff like that. So everyone needs an association to protect them, and I said before, RV is no consumer protection at all association. So it's really important. So the same benefits that I get from the dealer association, I want to give to the consumer association, to protect the consumer, as well as the dealers in the industry.
Absolutely. So make sure, if you want to learn more, visit rvaca.org. That's rvaca.org. And of course, the RV Advisor as well. And that is thervadvisor.com. thervadvisor.com. Well, that brings to, that brings another show to an end. And we'll be back again, of course, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook. This is Just Ask Gigi for the one, the only, Gigi Stetler. I'm Tom Alexander. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.